Good morning everyone, fancy seeing you here. It is another beautiful day here in Brussels. So today of course we're going to be continuing our Brussels food adventure, but especially we're going to be finally eating the famous Brussels mussels. Yes, first stop today we're just going to get some breakfast and also head to Atomium, a very famous tourist site. So let's go. Alright, there aren't really a swathe of breakfast options, but we hit up this cafe. It's a pretty beautiful cafe. It's called Mokafé Taverne. It's in the Royal Gallery of St. Hubert, which is a very, very beautiful gallery with all sorts of shops and little stores and boutiques. Definitely a bit of a tourist spot, and you can see it in the prices. But you know, we gotta have our breakfast and waffles, and of course, waffles. Yambi's gonna be the waffle correspondent, I'm sure. And yeah, let's get eating. It's a very beautiful setting. Very excited.
Apparently, I am now the waffle correspondent, even though I didn't order waffles. But let's dig into that first. You know, we got some beautiful strawberries and ooh, that is sounding like a light and crispy waffle. Okay, let's just cut into this. Ooh. Looking very airy. That is definitely a super like light and crispy waffle. There's almost no like fluff because that's just how like light and airy it is. And the strawberries as well, it's a little nice acidic touch. It's not too sweet of a waffle because we didn't put too many like sweet toppings. So it's a nice way to start your morning if you want something sweet, but you don't want to die of sugar. I got something a bit less exciting. I just got a ham and cheese omelet just because I wanted some protein in my system, you know. Eggs do love my digestive system. Very plain, but that's what I wanted. Yeah. It's an omelet. It's a good omelet. I mean, this tastes like something I'd make at home. Yeah.
What an amazing setting for a pretty decent breakfast at Mokafé Taverne. But now the Atomium is a bit a ways away from the city. It's around a 40-minute metro ride. So we're gonna take the metro right now. Let's go.
There it is, right outside our metro station.
Alright, I must say it is impressive in person. This behind me is the Atomium. It is the most popular tourist attraction in Brussels. It was actually built as a temporary pavilion, main pavilion for the 1958 World Expo. But it wasn't until the 21st century that actual maintenance and rehabilitation work that was done to give you the Atomium, the structurally sound Atomium that we have today. You can climb up the top, and we are gonna climb up the top, so let's do that. Alright, we made it to the top and appreciated the view of Brussels. But now we are back down and taking the escalator up because I believe you can take some stairs to explore some of the other spheres. So we have continued along the exhibition. It basically outlines, you know, the history of the Brussels Expo and the Atomium. Even to this day, it kind of feels somewhat futuristic. Like if you played Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, it's like that type of atomic age, space age futurism that I really like. So Yanbi,
Nice shades.
Shut up. It's my first time wearing these. Okay, I enjoyed that really much.
Honestly, that
really
light
a lot.
show, I feel like that light
Yeah,
show
I think it was
really made it for me.
Even though it was built way back in the 19 1958. It still feels like it's from the future.
Do you like my futuristic dance moves?
Okay, we made it out of the metro station right in front of the very beautiful Church of Sainte Catherine. But now Brussels is very famous for their seafood, especially their mussels. So let's go to a place called Noordzee. Very excited and very hungry. This is gonna be great. We are here, Yandy. We are here at Noordzee. So one half fishmonger, one half like a takeaway restaurant. What did we get? So firstly, we got some mussels, of course, fried cod, oysters, scampi, razor clams, and some soup. Some good soup. All right, I must say this is the absolute vibe. But first, we're gonna start off simple with the seafood, the fish soup, which has a hunky piece of fish, which I have no idea what. Looks like it's got some celery, some other aromatics in there. Oh, that's so good. Perfect wintertime soup. Get some bread. You know, the fish soup itself is very, very comforting and simple and warm. Just a little bit. That's nice. That's nice. Moving on.
The cod correspondent is back. You know I love my cod, and we have some fried cod. It's looking very golden, and it also comes with some veg and some tartar sauce. But let's just dig in, shall we? Oh yeah. Oh, do you see that flaky white fish? There you go. So meaty and yet tender and delicate, and the outside crumb is like really nice and light. Yeah, it still has a bit of that crunch, but it doesn't feel heavy and it doesn't feel greasy, which is great. Moving on into the prawns or the scampi, I love myself some crustacean as much as I love cod. Prawns, you know, they take my heart. All right, this one is looking very plump, and it has like this really nice sheen of sauce. It's like a oily, garlicky parsley sauce. I guess I'm just gonna one bite it. Taste it with some bread. I'm telling you, scampi prawns, it's so good. It's so plump. It's so like simple, but it just hits you with the flavor, you know, like the garlicky herbage going on. That is great.
The time has finally come. We've had the fries, we've had the waffles, but now we finally have the mussels. I really like how cute and tiny the mussels are here, because in New Zealand we're a bit used to some bigger boys. Let's just pop one in. I'm licking the shell because I don't want any of that precious, delicious oil to go to waste.
I actually had a mussel and I prefer it over the New Zealand ones because it's small, so it's not as chewy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just the residual sauce. I'm gonna dump that there into this here mussel. Wow, that is amazing. I could have like 2 of this by myself. Get some of the oils and sauces and soak the bread up in that. Honestly, it's the garlic. That's what makes it. You know, we love garlic around these parts. Last one for me. It has a more coherent texture than a New Zealand mussel. Like, because it's bigger, you can kind of feel like the actual other parts of the mussel, whereas this one is just like flesh. Next one. This is the second time we've ever had this. This is razor clams. The first time was actually at Constructedfor, Yambi. Yeah, so now we're actually having it in a much more affordable place. It's basically a clam that's a real long boy that's attached. I feel like it's just cooked the same way as the mussels. Wow, that is nice and bouncy, not rubbery at all. And that sauce, again, I feel like it's the same sauce. I cannot get enough of that. Super plump, the texture is just phenomenal. It's just like a more bouncy mussel. This is the spot, fam. You have to go here. Last bit, got some oysters. So we already squirted some lemon in it. I'm gonna taste it by itself first. Ooh, that's briny. Briny but clean. We love that. And finally, Tabasco. You know, it adds that vinegariness. Not too much. Yeah. Oh yeah, that is great. The finest seafood in the land. This is definitely a spot that I will return to the next time we go to Brussels, whenever that may be. But you know, there's nothing left to do than just to finish my beer. Unbelievable experience at Noordzee. That was great. Yambi is craving some waffles, so we'll oblige and try to find some. Alright, we just walked down the Church of Sainte Catherine. At the end of the street is a place called Gaston that is very famous apparently for their ice cream and waffles. So we got our waffles and ice cream and hot chocolate. They look all very beautiful.
I'm gonna start off with the Liège waffle. We just got it plain, and you know I love my Liège waffles. You know, just a simple dusting of icing sugar. Boop, boop. Pretty good. I just like how Liège waffles, you can just eat it by itself and it's just like, can't go too wrong. This one's like a bit more spongy. It doesn't have like as much of a caramelized outside, but like, it's still pretty good though.
They're also really well known for their ice cream, so let's see how this roasted pistachio holds up. One of our favorite flavors of ice cream. Oh, that is pretty good. Very creamy and velvety. Actual pistachio nuts inside, which I quite like. Anyway, either way, we did also get their hot chocolate. You know, it's a nice basic hot chocolate. I add some cream there, so it's a bit lighter now. But yeah, you know, can't go wrong with this one. Good.
Okay, so of course we also had to get a Belgian waffle. This one we got with caramel and apples on top. It's already been dug into. You know, I kind of just like mine with cream. I don't like too many toppings with it. Just keep it simple. Very good. It's just very, very crispy. That is a good Belgian waffle though. Just empty air pockets of just waffle. Caramelized stewed apple. It's good. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good topping. It's like not overpoweringly sweet. Pretty good.
I'll get the dark one then. Alright, we got some chocolate, some nice bars from this really nice place called Atelier Sainte Catherine.
What you'll notice as well in Belgian chocolate is most of them are actually just chocolatiers. So they get couverture chocolate, which is like ready-made chocolate, and then make it into their own confections. Whereas this one, in Atelier Sainte Catherine, they're actually bean-to-bar chocolate. So they actually process it from the bean all the way to the bar. Hence bean-to-bar. So it's got like that extra craft, which I really love about chocolates. It's amazing. So
well, let's just show them what we got anyway. I got this white chocolate mainly because it has vanilla. Like you can see the vanilla specks in it. So I was like, oh, that looks nice. What did you get? I don't know what you got.
I got two.
You got two bean-to-bar.
Yeah, bean-to-bar
bars.
chocolate. One of them's a Trinitario from Bali, 75%, and the other is a milk chocolate from Brazil.
And then this one, he just got like an assortment of bonbon chocolates.
Yes.
He chose 3 flavors. I chose 3 flavors, even though I didn't contribute. Thanks, best friend.
Of course.
But yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, we just got off the tram. We went all the way to this suburb outside of the CBD called Schaerbeek because we are here for one thing and one thing only, and it is to feast on some more mussels. Just behind the tram over there is a place called Zinneke, which apparently does some of the best moules-frites in the whole of Brussels. I'm very excited. Seafood, let's go. Hello. Alright, it is dinner time and we are here at Zinneke. Their menu comes in children's comics. So there's the menu in front. But then you actually get entertainment. But obviously we're here for one thing. Well, one of the one things. They just had to read this. They do 69 variations of mussels. That is insane. I don't know how we're gonna make our mind up, but I guess we will. So I'm very excited. Let's eat. Another famous Brussels dish, the filet américain, or basically raw beef tartare. This one looks a bit more smooth in terms of the mince texture. It's got some, some pickled stuff, some salad, and some sauce. Let's just taste it by itself first. Nice and beefy and simple. Very smooth. I'm gonna try it with some of the mayonnaise. With that. Oh yeah. Oh. The onion. Chased it with that. That was beautiful. It's like nice and light flavors. It's really all about the beef in that one. Yeah, it actually does have pieces of onions and capers,
A quarter, sir.
Gives it that slight tanginess.
Careful, it's very hot. So for the shells, you can put it here inside, so we change that everything. Enjoy!
So we're gonna start digging into the little pot of mussels. So this one has a mix of Brussels cheese, cream, chicory, and bacon. You can see like the little bits of bacon. There's some bacon, a mussel. Yeah, I got a cheeky extra mussel. Oh, let's go. Oh yeah, that's good. Has a little bit of that mussels chew. Has a nice seafoody flavor, and the bacon just adds a nice savoriness to it. I actually do quite enjoy this. I could have quite a lot of it, and follow it up with a fry, with just a normal helping of mayo. Okay, that's I do love my mayo. That sauce that's just pooling at the bottom, and it's like a really nice light creamy seafoody flavor, so it doesn't feel super heavy on the stomach. I got 2 mussels in there, some bacon. Cheers. That was good. I'm really enjoying the mussels here. I'm a mussel converter.
Righto, it is the Provençal sauce time. We've already dug into it, so we can actually see the tomato and paprika sauce in all its glory. Another one, and another one, and maybe another one. Rehydrated. That is lovely. A light tomatoiness that really counteracts the seafoodiness of the mussels. They gave us a sauce that apparently you're meant to be dipping your mussels with. I have no idea what the sauce entails, but you're meant to be dipping your mussels in this little sauce. Oh yeah. It has a little acidity to it. I quite like that. Chase it with some fries and mayo. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. Of course, with seafood, white wine. Oh yeah, very nice, very lovely. Brussels mussels experience. I'm loving it.
Oh, wait, there. There's a rat. I saw it. It's behind that bush. Oh, there. Right.
It's our last night, but
We've ticked off yet another amazing site here in Brussels. We are here at Parc du Cinquantenaire. Right behind me is the Cinquantenaire Arch. Flanking the Cinquantenaire Arch are two major museums here in Brussels. Fun fact, well, not really fun. Most of the buildings here were commissioned by King Leopold II. So if you know anything about the Belgian colonial empire, it is one of the worst, if not the worst, most brutal and violent, oppressive colonial regimes the world has ever seen. As beautiful as these buildings are, the person who commissioned them was quite the oppressive figure. Yes, exactly.
Whoa, it's getting crazy. Whoa, the colors.
Drop a fat beat. Okay, we've made it back to the CBD, but we need one more. We need one more Belgian beer for the road.
En fond, ce serait cool que je puisse fermer.
Ah, yeah. So it's our last night here in Brussels, and of course we have to end it with a bang, and a bang of beer. So we are here at Delirium Taphouse. This whole street, I swear it's just like Delirium Cafe, Delirium Taphouse, and what they have here as well is a beer degustation, if you will. It's 10 beers for 25 euros. Pretty good deal, if you ask me. Disclaimer, I'm not gonna know any of these. We're just gonna taste it blind, and it's gonna be fun. Okay, this one looks like a beer. It looks gold. That's beer. Oh yeah, it's not that hoppy, which I quite like. I think Dad's already tried this one, which is the first one here. It's a bit slightly stronger. I'm gonna skip the normal beers and let's get to the interesting ones, because this green beer is calling my name. I don't know, it smells like candied something. Candied apples, maybe? It's actually pretty sweet, for a beer at least. Maybe you know what it is.
Candy beer. Something different, yeah.
Yeah.
Never tasted, but it's good.
Welcome to episode, I don't know, of Yambi tasting beer and most likely not liking it. Go on, taste the green beer.
I mean, it's probably the most tolerable beer I've ever had because it tastes not like beer compared to most beers, but I still don't like that, but it's tolerable. Yeah, progress.
Cheers. All right, let's get to the other interesting ones down the end, because it's either one of these two, but one of these two has got to be a cherry beer. Yeah, that is the cherry beer. Fun fact, we actually ate at this restaurant called Fin de Siècle, but we had a rabbit stew, which was actually stewed in a crave beer, which is their cherry beer. I feel like if there was a beer for me, it would want to be one of the sweeter flavored fruit ones. Oh, that one was always nice. That's nice. I like that. If I were to name favorites, I feel like it's naming people who annoy me in order, because I'm not really a beer person. But I would say these two in front, the clearer beers, I don't know, followed by this one, this little number, this green number. I actually quite like the cherry beer. It's very unique. You can see a trend. The less of beer it tastes, the more I like it. Yeah, cheers. That's nice. I didn't realize I actually had a photo of what all the different beers are, so I'll just run you through it. This is a strong blonde. This was a lager pils. This is a dark beer. This is a wheat ale. This is actually a lime and cactus wheat beer. Very interesting. This is any IPA, Indian Pale Ale, amber beer. This was the cherry ale, which I really liked, as well as the raspberry ale. Very, very interesting. And finally, an IPA, Indian Pale Ale. Yeah. All right, last one. Cheers.
Last night, cheers. On to Paris.
That's light work. Light work. So, it's our last day in Brussels, and it's only fitting that we ended at the most beautiful place in Brussels, at the Grand Palace. It's been an amazing day. But yes, honestly, Brussels in general has been an amazingly beautiful city.
And the waffles.
Yes, of course, stuffing our faces with fries, waffles, and mussels. We loved it. And anyway, thank you guys for watching another one of our food and travel videos. We're off to Paris next. Get hyped. Get hyped. And we are here live from the Grand Palace in Brussels. And see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's a bit dark. Oh, booty!